Hi, Robert Brown here, and I've no idea, by the way, what's happening with this camera and whether or not I'm in focus or not. Just bear with me, I'm out walking the dog. The weather's really poor, and I think we're going to have a downpour any second really, so I just wanted to knock out a quick message to you today before that actually happens and before I get ridiculously wet. And it's just about a project that I did recently, very recently in fact, that I developed with my team in-house. Really pleased with the project. A lot of heartaches, which you know, if you've developed a project, you'll know all about. Lots of trials and tribulations, but at the end of the day it was all worth it, because I was really pleased with the result, with the product. But you know what, we had some challenges with some of the technicalities and deliverability of the product. And you know what, at one stage I kind of threw my arms up in the air and said, that's it, I'm just gonna give up on this and walk away and start on another project. It happens to everybody. And I literally did that. I literally walked away and took about 12 hours away from the project, and then came back and realized that it had actually turned around and the deliverability issues had been resolved. Things were now working a lot smoother. It's a very small technicality when we boiled it down that we realized. I nearly fell over then. I haven't been drinking, I promise you. Very small technicality. It's purely and simply caused by the fact that a piece of software we were using had been recently updated and therefore was incompatible with the shopping cart that we were using, and that was resolved, and the product was starting to chug along quite nicely and bring in some really nice income, and still does, and it's growing every day and doing really well. So I guess the message that I'm trying to get across is, you know, from my own painful learning, is that, you know what, sometimes it's so easy to quit too soon, and oftentimes in fact, the best things in life, the best things in business are actually the ones you have to really work for and overcome obstacles to achieve. So if there's one message that I wanted to get across to you today, if you're in a situation where you've got a project, or you've got a situation in life or business that you're finding particularly challenging, and you maybe perhaps you feel that there are fences consistently being put between you and your objective or your goal, you know what, stick with it. Just don't ever lose belief in yourself. Don't walk away. Believe in yourself, believe in your product, and just keep focused on your outcome, your ideal outcome, and eventually, in most cases, you'll find things will be resolved. The issues that seemed massive at the time will most likely not be anywhere near the problems that you thought they were at the outset, and you will get past things and you'll move on. You'll be glad you stuck with it. I think with internet marketing, it's often, and with any business situation, it's often, I can think of it in terms of kind of like when you move a house. Every time you move house, effectively financially you kind of move backwards. It can cost you an awful lot of money to move house, and it's the same with projects. If you're consistently hopping from one project to another, it can ultimately cost you a great deal of money. So I would really recommend you try and stick with things until, of course, it becomes obvious to an idiot, which I'm sure you're not, that it really is a non-starter and it's not going anywhere, and you need to recognize that also. But again, you know, in summary, I think that most people's issue, my issue, has been occasionally to kind of quit on a project too soon and move on to something else, and many times I've been proven wrong on that, and I think we can all learn from that. So listen, I hope this video was helpful to you. I hope you're doing brilliantly well wherever you are, and that your project is doing great guns, and that this information for you is you know, is not necessary at all. But if it is, I hope it's done some good. I'm now going to say goodbye to you, wish you all the best, because I'm about to get very, very wet. I can just see it all in the sky. And you know, come visit again soon, and hopefully I'll share a video with you again very, very soon. Take care. Bye bye.